What's up, everybody? It's me, San Martin, and I am on the scene right here at the Prescott Executive Offices with some amazing men that I really want you guys to meet. So, without further ado, let's tell everybody who you guys are and what makes you happy. And we'll start off with Carrie.
Carried on. Makes me happy that we're finally on this program, San Martin. I love it. Hey, what kind of intro music was that? Was that the Wailers?
No, that was something that I created through these new AI channels, so I don't have to get clean off of copyrights.
Oh, gotcha. Because we just did the Wailers the other night, and it sounded like one of the Bob Marley songs.
Oh yeah, I tell you what, that little strum of that reggae beat, it's one of those things that you cannot like unhear. Well, good. I'll tell you a whole bunch of stories, but I know you guys are very busy guys. But Carrie, tell everybody who you are, what makes you famous, sir.
Nothing makes me famous. Palmer makes me famous because I get to have his name on our building. We are the operator of the Pepsi Amphitheater in Flagstaff. We're going on our 14th season. The building is 20 years now old, and we took over 14 or 15 years ago. And it's been a wonderful relationship with Nackard, Palmer, Pepsi. We've grown this into an economic juggernaut. And last year we created over $13 million in economic impact for Coconino County.
$13 million, he said, everybody. And this is all because of just awesomeness. And Palmer, you're next in line, my friend. Tell everybody who you are, what makes you famous.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not famous, but maybe I will be after this show, so I appreciate it. But I'm Palmer Nackard. I'm president of Nackard Pepsi. We are a franchise distributor of Pepsi products. So I'm sure everybody knows what Pepsi is. We're not PepsiCo, which is the worldwide company that creates brands. We are a local bottler and distributor of Pepsi products and other beverages based in Flagstaff. My grandparents started the business over 90 years ago. We've always been based in Flagstaff. We have a big building and presence in Prescott, another building in Show Low. So we really cover northern Arizona, and we are committed to the communities in northern Arizona. And a big part of that shows up in our partnership with Cary and the county, Coconino County, the Pepsi Amphitheater partnership. So happy to be here to talk about 20 years at the Pepsi Amphitheater.
I tell you what, you guys have definitely changed the rhythm of just life in Flagstaff. I mean, Pepsi Amphitheater is a pretty amazing location right there in the Pines, and man, that it's just amazing. And if you guys have ever been there, whoever's watching to this theater, I mean, drop your comments below and say something that you guys are very proud to have seen there. You know, because there's been so many acts there, guys, so many acts. But today we're talking about 20 years, like 20 years. Well, who wants to go ahead and talk about some of the history that has gone through the Pepsi Amphitheater and what it means to you? You want to go, Carrie, or you want to go?
Yeah, Carrie, you go.
I think we discovered the Pepsi. Well, the amphitheater before it was Pepsi. We discovered it because we were touring BB King, and we said, let's take BB King to Flagstaff, and it was remarkable. First of all, the venue is 7,000 feet in the air. It's surrounded by the largest ponderosa pine forest in the world. It has got its own vibe. If you've ever been to Red Rocks, you get a certain kind of a feel for Red Rocks, where you'll have that with us only in the pines. And we just said, boy, if we could ever get involved in this place, we'd love to be here because it is such a positive place. And through the years, Steve Martin, Sheryl Crow, all these folks that have come through, Willie Nelson, they've wanted to stay. They just love being there. I know we did this one show with Widespread Panic, and I got there about 10 o'clock and I heard this drumming out in the distance. And I said, what's going on? He said the drummer took his kit and he's in the middle of the woods playing. And it was just fantastic stuff like that goes on all the time. Steve Martin brought his dog and he came on stage, dropped a ball. It's a wonderful place to see a show. And because of Palmer and Palmer's family, we're able to get some of the biggest acts in the world to come to this tiny little venue in the middle of Flagstaff.
Wow. I mean, I tell you what, man, just dropping some of those names, just to be there to see it start is a big deal. And then you kind of compared it to the Red Rocks in Colorado, and I tell you what, that's a pretty big deal. I mean, because there's a lot of amazing acts that go there as well.
In fact, we're working with them on a routing basis. So many of our acts will play Red Rocks and then drive down and play us the next day, or they'll play us and drive up to Red Rocks. So we've started creating relationships with a lot of different folks around the country that have these iconic venues. This is not a cookie cutter venue. This is something that it's outdoors. It has beautiful green lawn. It is just this certain kind of vibe that you get when you get out of your car. You're in the middle of a forest. There's 220 acres of forest land that this was built in. They did not knock down one extra tree. In fact, we have a tree in the middle of our venue.
Yeah,
it is super cool. And the people who love music love listening and seeing live music at this venue.
yeah, and I am definitely one of those people, and I know thousands upon thousands of people are out there. Now, Palmer, I mean, like to be able to have a piece of this history and the future in the making, how does it make you feel about your position and how your family has actually put you into this area of life?
Yeah, I mean, it's a family business. Like I said, I'm the third generation to work in the business. And since the company was founded, a major cornerstone of our business was to give back to the communities that we do business in. So my grandparents started that. My parents took that a step further. I've continued that tradition. And part of giving back to the community, we do that in a lot of different ways, but we really focus on increasing access to art, science, and recreation. Those are the three areas we focus on. And increasing access is purposely broad because it can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But something like the Pepsi Amphitheater, when you think about the artists that come through and what that brings to the community, and now we see the economic impact that brings to the community, it's just such an honor to partner with Carrie and the county on such a great venue. But I will say, it's been the Pepsi Amphitheater for 14 years. It's older than that. It's been 20 years since it was open. And so when we first put our name on that, it was a much smaller venue, not physically, but not a very well-known venue, not as well-known as it is now. And we thought, what a great opportunity. We're the local beverage distributor. This is a local venue. Let's put our name on it, create a name for the Pepsi Amphitheater. People know Pepsi, and it'll make the venue, recognizable and something that people will resonate with. Well, from where that was till now, the Pepsi Amphitheater is a name. And I know this because Carrie tells me. I'm not in the music industry, but Carrie tells me that people just know the Pepsi Amphitheater now. The name, resonates with a lot of folks as a great venue to come and play. Northern Arizona is a unique area. The demographics that the amphitheater pulls, Carrie has that information, and it's a lot from the valley, from Phoenix, but it's a lot from Northern Arizona. It's from outside of the state. It's also from outside of the country, depending on the artist that comes in. And so when we get to see our name on something, or a brand that we represent on something like that, I couldn't be more proud to be a part of that, and just super enthusiastic. We're at 20 years. Just can't imagine what the next 20 years will bring at the Pepsi Amphitheater.
Wow. I mean, you know what? It feels like you're reading my questions, my friend. These are some questions for you guys. So we're just going to go ahead and piece them all in together. I mean, acknowledging that, we're here at the 20-year mark. What's in store for this year? I mean, let's just talk about this year alone. You guys have, obviously some of the best acts that have come to Arizona. What can you do to top it, or what are you going to do to go ahead and, keep that wheel turning?
Well, I tell you what, we're really been fortunate because we have now had somewhere north of 400 acts come through the Pepsi Amphitheater since we've been managing it, and some of the biggest names in the business. But the cool thing is they all talk. And we've been able to get such a great endorsement from some of the biggest names to their friends, which are other big names, whether it's, uh, uh, you know, most of the guys and gals, it was difficult to get people up to this in the beginning. Now they call us. And so it's really wonderful how this venue has evolved into almost a must stop for some of these artists. Very similar to Red Rocks. It's an iconic building they want to play. We had Jelly Roll. I mean, he's one of the biggest acts in the world. This is the smallest venue he's probably played in years. We've had, just so many wonderful shows that now our reputation has grown because these great artists saying, "Wow, this was wonderful. I had an adventure in the woods. I did this. I did this." The other thing about it is that there is a great music culture in Northern Arizona. When you get a band up there, people love it. People express the love. We just had Michael Fronte up there Saturday or Friday night, and the love that was amazing. He walked into the crowd, played, went all the way to the top of the hill. It was phenomenal what he did to create this bond with our patrons, and it's really something that all of the artists that get there, no matter what kind of day they're having, all of a sudden they see this venue and they're like, "Wow, this is cool. I think we're going to have a good day." We're blessed to having a great staff. And then we also do some really interesting things for the patrons, which Palmer's a big part of it. We're like, he has this, it's not quite zero waste, but it's pretty darn close. We recycle everything thanks to Palmer and the Knackered Pepsi team. We have a big semi out there that we take care of business with in terms of just bringing all the bottles, cans, and everything else there. So we're really have this unique partnership. Not only do they have their name on the building, not only does this family represent Northern Arizona, but they also care deeply about the community, about everything. And so we're lucky to have him, his parents, and all the folks that came up before him to set this kind of a positioning. Because I can tell you, there's not a lot of communities that have people like Palmer and his family that are looking out for the arts. It just, it's a tough thing. And so we are blessed to have his family with us. And more importantly, we are blessed to have this environment to be able to do this in the most beautiful, beautiful venue in the country, we think.
Wow. I tell you what, the story that could keep on going and all the conversation that we could have about this beautiful venue. This is something that we are touching on, so Palmer, when we talk about, the zero waste scenario going on, what made you guys want to stand out in that capacity?
Sure. I do want to mention one thing that makes the venue unique. Obviously you're in nature and it's basically a rain or shine show. I mean, I think only lightning can shut down a show. And one of my all-time favorite shows that I've been to with my wife and friends was Teddy Swims 2 years ago. And it snowed. It was in October and it snowed during the show. It was incredible. And he had a great time and a great show. And that's what you get being in nature. You don't know what type of weather you might run into. But we had developed a recycling program for some of our customers that are outside of city limits. So they're not part of residential recycling programs or municipal recycling programs. The first of which was Arizona Snow Bowl. So we tested this project with Arizona Snow Bowl where we provided recycling barrels. They placed them all over the mountain. They collected recyclable materials, and we provided a trailer that they could put all the recyclable materials in that we would then come pick up, take all the materials back to our facility, sort them into aluminum, plastic, paper, and make sure that those materials made it back into the recycling stream. Our second customer that we did this with was Pepsi Amphitheater. So it was, to say it was grassroots is like understatement. We figured it out as we went along, but now you can find easily accessible recycling barrels all throughout the facility. Carrie's team collects the recyclable material from those barrels, puts it into a trailer on site. When the trailer is full or when the season's over, we pick up that trailer, we bring it back to our facility where we have an army of interns from the NAU School of Sustainability that helps sort all this material. And we then turn around and make sure that material gets sold back to facilities that turn it back into plastic bottles, for example, or aluminum cans. So you hear circular economy a lot. We are like the definition of circular economy. We sell bottles and cans to carry. The patrons enjoy them while they're there. We get them collected. We bring them back to our facility. Those bottles and cans get turned back into bottles and cans that then we use for our products and continue to sell them. So it's a really good story, but more than that, it's really good for the community. Diverting waste, and we're able to track all the waste that gets diverted from the Pepsi Amphitheater into the recycling stream versus going to the landfill. There's not a lot of partnerships like this, frankly, when it comes to a naming sponsor in a venue. I think we're pretty unique in that, and was something we're very proud of, and something that, because of our good partnership with Cary and the county, we were able to make this work on a test case basis. Now it's fully implemented and works pretty flawlessly.
Wow. And it gives our facility a great reputation that we do this, and we couldn't do this without Palmer. But I can tell you this much: our patrons appreciate that, because they know that we're when you're in the music space, you're expected to be somewhat responsible for many things. And the environment is certainly a key touch point on a lot of artists, and they love the idea that we do this. And it's all part of what we're trying to build, not only with the local, but also all the national artists.
Well, I tell you what, you guys really honestly have, I obviously nothing's ever perfect, but at the same time, to go ahead and have this relationship that you guys are growing and building, and being able to go ahead and see it just thrive, and then hearing the stories about how this artist is talking about this artist, and this artist is saying, man, you got to go try this out. This is like a full circle of just like commitment, and also a lot of work ethics. Now, you guys have how long have you been in the business, Cary?
40 years. In another 40, I'll have it down.
and Palmer, how long have you been president of NACRD?
I've been president since 2019.
Man, I tell you what, this is so cool. And obviously, you guys, going through presidents and going through more management in general. Cary, you've obviously said that you've dealt with the whole family. It's actually a pretty big deal, and NACRD is a big name here locally in the Prescott area. We were actually driving down the road the other day, and the hula baloo event that's happening in Flagstaff is coming up, and here goes this box truck, and there it is, NACRD, Pepsi, and hula baloo all over it in Prescott, Arizona. So to be able to see this and be able to talk with you guys, it's an honor, and for all the commitment that you guys are actually doing for our communities and just keeping the arts and entertainment alive. I really do commend you guys. And I tell you what, this is your time to go ahead and share with the community about what to look forward to this year, or what can we do as a community to help you guys. And yeah, I'll give it to whoever wants to speak first.
Well, I tell you what, if you go to PepsiAmp.com, that's our website, you can see all the shows that we have all the way through October. So I'm sure our October it'll snow in October, as it always does. But we'd love for you to just take a look. We have every type of genre, because we program it for likes for certain different people that may like EDM, they may like country, they may like metal, they may like rock, they may like yacht rock music. We try to do a little bit of everything, because we're bringing different people to the venue. But it's more importantly is that we understand the stewardship that it takes to have a venue like this and to grow a venue like this. And you have to have partners like Palmer. You have to have partners that understand that this is not just a get-rich-quick scheme. This is something that you're building for the arts. 14 years ago, people came to our shows. They're still coming to our shows, and they're still seeing that we're trying to get better in every way. The same thing with the bands. 14 years ago, it was a struggle. Now it's not. And we have just blessed to have this beautiful venue for us to be able to market and take care of business. We market, it's 118 in the Valley, it's 78 at the venue. So You know, I wish I could tell you I was a great marketer, but that weather really helps.
Well, I tell you what, and Palmer, I know you need to go hard stop at 12. So if you got a last minute second or 30 seconds to go ahead and share what your vision is for this year, I would be more than pleased to hear this.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, thanks a lot for having us on. Carrie mentioned everything about the Pepsi Amphitheater. Come up to a show. It's beautiful up here. But besides that, you know, really, I just put a call out to support local. You know, us being the local beverage provider, you know, we really do give back to the community. We are always looking for opportunities to support. You look at Finley Toyota Center, for example, down in Prescott. We're big partners there. We have been for a long time. So, you know, come to one of the venues, enjoy a beverage. It's summertime. It's hot. Now's the time to have a good time and enjoy a cold beverage while you're doing it. So just really appreciate, you know, you having us on here, allowing us to talk to the folks of Northern Arizona. And this is our home. I mean, it really is. And can't appreciate everyone enough for supporting local.
Well, once again, guys, I appreciate you guys and keep on rocking and rolling. And I hope to meet up with you guys, Carrie and Palmer. If there's a way that we could go ahead and help out with our publications, and or if we could go ahead and be a part of this amazing future of yours, I would love to go ahead and talk about that. So with that being said, guys, we got to get out of here. Palmer has a hard stop. Guys, keep on following these people. Keep on enjoying the love that's happening out there in Flagstaff, Arizona, and in Prescott Valley, Arizona. And with that being said, I'm out of here. Peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. And remember, love always wins. We'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.
Yeah, baby. Bye.